Kingslake has been at the forefront of digitally transforming manufacturing processes with partners and our very own Kingslake Blue suite of solutions. Today, we harness our deep knowledge of the manufacturing industry and our research culture using latest AI techniques in niche areas to provide specific solutions to problems. Over the years, our solutions have helped more than 300 customers in their growth journey. We also work with globally recognized technology partners to bring benchmarked practices. At Kingslake, we always believe our people have been the secret of our success. Each member brings a unique set of skills and experiences, enabling transformation in every step of our client's journey. Synergy between our cutting-edge digital solutions and our team's expert commitment makes us unmatched.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Before we begin our session, I would like to provide a brief introduction about Kingslake and our offerings. At Kingslake, we believe that we're problem solvers committed to providing software solutions that tackle critical manufacturing challenges. For nearly 3 decades, we have utilized our experience to create innovative solutions that enhance our customers' agility and help them maintain a competitive edge in the marketplace. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Shanaka Rabal, Board Director at ICTA and the Group Chief Digital and Transformation Officer at Stretchline Holdings. With a strong engineering background, Mr. Rabal brings over 23 years of corporate experience in digital technology solutions and transformational consulting. In his role at Stretchline Holdings, he is known to tackle key operations such as setting and operationalizing the group's digital vision, driving its transformation towards becoming a mature and a smart organization. He also has worked in many industries such as software design and development, enterprise architecture, and apparel manufacturing. We're thrilled to bring you a pre-recorded session with Mr. Shanaka, where he unveils fascinating insights into Stretchline's journey towards digital harmonization. Let's dive in and explore his vision.
Hi, my name is Shanaka. I work for Stretchline Holdings. Stretchline is the largest narrow fabric manufacturer in the elastomeric performance fabric space, and we've been in existence from 1995. So what we do in the industry is we actually develop yarn solutions to multiple industry problems. I joined Stretchline in 2019. I've been an engineer before, and I still call myself as an engineer. I've been in multiple areas from technology services to telecommunication solutions to banking solutions and some level of consulting. Now I'm in the apparel sector. So when I joined the Stretchline in 2019, the apparel sector has been kind of slow to move into the technology sector in embracing technology in their day-to-day value stream operations. In 2019, we kind of identified certain challenges that Stretchline needed to kind of move forward very fast. One of the challenges was we were existing in 7 countries. We worked in multiple time zones. We are in all time zones, but we were not working as a group. So one challenge was, how do we really get together from a people perspective, energize everyone into one single vision, and then let them connect from digital platforms through digital means, and to be more productive and effective in their day-to-day operations. The second element that we had to really ramp up pretty fast is that we had multiple ERP solutions. In the past 20 plus years, we have developed our own ERP factory solutions. We needed to make sure that we go into the latest and the greatest ERP technologies. So that was one stream of challenges that we had faced in the last 20 plus years. The third aspect is how do we really bring all these various data points into a level that we can get more richer and informed information and then transform them into insights. A few more areas that we wanted to parallelly look at is how do we look at automating some of our processes that are more rule-based, high volume, and then we don't really need human cognition in terms of running these processes from A to B to C. So that's the piece of process automation that we wanted to tackle. The largest piece was how do we really embrace what we call the Industry 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution. We started in Germany, a couple of decades ago. How do we bring those technologies into our factory flow, into our machinery, into our products, and into the people who actually make the product? So if you look at how we started way back in 2019, it was around these problems, what we call challenges. We identify the problems and then we translated them into challenges. And then we came up with what we call a 7-team kind of a approach. We didn't call it a transformation because we felt transformation was a bit harsh in terms of putting it forward as a complete change in the way people work. So we called it harmonization. Started off with digital harmonization. Digital harmonization was nothing but how do we harmonize a well-oiled engine, which is a man-machine product, into a much better kind of a fine-tuned solution using digital mechanisms and digital capabilities. It's like an orchestra, Every piece of instrument produces a specific note, but with a great conductor or with a orchestra playing together and harmonizing themselves into one particular goal, you can create magic. So that's where the harmonization theme came together. And we also took this upon us to make sure that it is more a people-centric initiative rather than a technology-centric initiative. Most often than not, when you talk about digital transformation, a lot of people get scared. A lot of people get insecure in terms of whether this will disrupt our day-to-day job, whether we will have to learn new skills, whether we'll be having a job tomorrow. Those are the typical questions everybody will have in their mind. So our approach was to ensure that all what we do within Stretchline, all the initiatives that we have taken and we were going to take in the future will only enrich the human experience. Human experience with working with machinery, human experience producing the products that we produce, and human experience in collaborating with each other, not only within one country, but how do we bring 7, 8 countries in our Stretchline family together from a digital collaboration mode. So those were the underpinning kind of principles that we brought into this whole harmonization theme. And 4 years down the line, we have now resetted ourselves in terms of delivering on some of the promises. We are working as a group and we are using many digital tools across our executives and also the people who are touching our products, people on the shop floor. And everywhere we actually move material from A to B to C, we have some digital component that helps to harmonize the previous engagement between man, machine, and product. The approach that we took was a top-down approach, but getting feedback from people who actually execute the operations within the value stream. The sector that we are in is what we call a tier 2 manufacturer, which is like a component producer to a garment manufacturer, or what we call a cut and sew operation. So if you look at how the information flows, we kind of bring raw material from primarily yarn suppliers, and we transform yarn with bringing in chemistry, physics, and also a lot of weaving technologies knitting technologies into making our products. And then these products go into garments from an apparel perspective, and the garment producer will produce the garment finally, which will go into a showroom, and then the consumers will consume. So if you look at our contribution to the garment, it's the most closest to the skin, if you call it that, because it's largely elastics, and it is most closer to the skin, and it has multiple purposes, be it sports, be it leisure, be it office wear, be it casual wear, be it night wear. We basically appear in almost all your garments. So innovation becomes a key process within all what we do, simply because based on every aspect of movement of the body, you need the performance of the elastic to complement the garment performance as well. So from a innovation perspective, there is a lot that happens in the product and the process part of it. And from a digital perspective, what we do is we enable the innovation, plus we enable the innovation in the manufacturing processes and the way the people think through the processes by automating and then bringing the processes into a much more leaner and an automated set of processes. So that's where we are at right now. If you look forward into the future, the apparel sector is moving at a rapid pace. Regulation is being tightened. There is no more optional in terms of looking at sustainability as an option. It's mandatory, and it's now. So leaving the regulatory side apart, Stretchline has always been committed to doing the right thing by the planet, right thing by the environment. So we've taken a head start in many of the areas that certain regulations are building up even now, but we want to do further. So we are using technology platforms to ensure that we understand what kind of emissions that we are putting out into the environment, how much of energy we are using, the water use, and also the carbon footprint that we kind of produce to the environment when we go into manufacturing of our products. So everything is around understanding the data, consolidating the data, and then understanding how to make use of the data to work with our brands to do what we call doing the right thing for the planet. So environment is a big piece of area that we are combining digital with in terms of getting the right amount of data to take decisions and to do the right thing going forward for our brands, for our vendors, which are the garment manufacturers, and for the planet, and making sure that we do our level best to ensure that we do not mess up with our environment. So digital becomes a much more of a core piece of elements. On one side, we enable the workforce to be smarter, what we call a smart workforce. On the other, we make sure that we make our machinery smarter in terms of all the industry 4.0 aspects that we bring into the machines. And on the other side, we make sure that our processes are smarter, making sure that they are more leaner and then automated, so that human beings can use their cognitive skills to collaborate and innovate and analyze and take decisions. So the ambition of Stretchline is also, from a digital standpoint, is to achieve a level of maturity from what we call being a smart organization. A smart organization is slightly going beyond being a smart factory. A smart organization is all about, as I said earlier, making people use digital tools to work smarter, making processes much more leaner and then automated to make sure people use their cognitive skills to take decisions and interact with people, and then systems and machinery to become much more smarter to take early intervention if they need any intervention from the people side of it to make sure that the machines work on time. Preventive maintenance is triggered whenever it's required, and business is continued without disruption. So in a nutshell, there is a lot that's happening, and there is a lot that's going to happen in the future. But something that what we have internalized is that most of these projects We started off with challenges, being really identified, and we started off with a bold statement. A bold statement being how do we achieve our smart organization kind of ambition. But we started small, but keeping the bold statement as our lighthouse. In many cases, I've also seen a lot of projects that start small, but then stop. They don't really continue. One reason for that is that bold statement is missing. Until and unless you have a bold statement and you start small, but then you keep on achieving the bold statement, you might lose your ways. It happens in most of the technology projects. So one thing that I think we did right and we are trying to do better is to ensure that we always keep that bold statement as the guiding light or the North Star of what we do in digital. So that's something that I wanted to share with all of you who are interested in understanding how we do things, and I hope that's informative enough. And if you have any questions, you can probably reach out to me through the details that you will get from the webinar. All the best, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Shanaka, for enlightening us with those interesting insights. We are also pleased to have with us today Mr. Chandana Vijayaratna, one of Kinslake's esteemed directors. Chandana is a qualified engineer with more than 27 years of rich experience in IT systems lifecycle, with a particular focus on apparel, mobile projects, and electronic identification technology. Throughout his career at Kinslake, he has worked with both local and international clients, including some of the world's top organizations. Chandana, the floor is yours.
Good morning, afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you all today. I warmly welcome all of you once again to our webinar today. First, I want to thank Shanaka for that inspiring vision on Industry 4.0 for Stretchline. In talking about Stretchline, their approach of first identifying man-machine processes and then mapping it to form digitally harmonizing workflows is great approach to Industry 4.0. Is key to digitalization of processes and also help ultimately to drive organizational efficiency. His example of an orchestra was particularly insightful. Just as an orchestra requires harmony in all to create beautiful music, an apparel production company requires harmony in all manufacturing processes to operation in synchronization. In apparel, there may be processes to harmonize, from ordering fabric to QC, planning, issuing the material, laying, cutting, bundling, sorting, production, final QCs, and shipping and process onward. But today, I'll focus on how we can make this harmony possible in apparel manufacturing, taking one key area, that is industrial engineering. An orchestra example is a great way to understand digital human harmony. Just like an orchestra needs each musician and the instrument to work together to make beautiful music, a company needs human to human and digital to human harmony to run smoothly. In industrial engineering, this means bringing all IE data and processes together in one system so everything is visible. By using one digital platform, industrial engineers and the IE teams can work together more easily. They can make faster decisions and react to changes quickly. Today, we show you how we can create this harmony in apparel manufacturing related to industrial engineering arena. This way, our teams can work smoothly as an orchestra, keeping with all production needs. We are in the information age. We work with a lot of information. But how are we keeping the information? This is an exaggerated picture, but not far from the reality. In the past, when we visit some garment factories, we see tables of industrial engineers cluttered with various reports, notes, plans, sticky notes, take packs, etc. Now their desktop seems to be clean. What's the difference? Now everything is in their computer, their desktop. If you see their desktop of their computer, you can see the same mess in a different form. Lot of Excel sheets. Sometimes they spend quite a bit of time to find the correct details. Currently, IE engineers in the apparel industry rely heavily on Excel sheets for data analytics and line balancing. Over the years, I had seen many remarkable Excel sheets which individual IE engineers developed to ease their workload. But while Excel has been a reliable tool for individual use, it's holding organizations back now. Also, the manual data entry can lead to errors, and also Excel data is always not up to date. Sheets might not get updated. The data in the multiple sheets and files, and it lacks real-time capability that's essential for agile decision making. The information is scattered. Also, if the engineer leaves the company, all that information may be lost, or it can't be interpreted because most of the interpretation was there in their minds. Plus, valuable data sits in silos and it limits collaboration. Often, information is hidden from the business to take timely decisions. In case of industrial engineering, Excel sheets, it blocks the business from having holistic view of data. This leads to late identification of training gaps and bottlenecks in the lines. If we were to work towards truly efficient digital ecosystem, we need to move beyond Excel and towards integrated real-time solutions. To overcome those limitations, we have developed cloud-based line balancing solution, specifically designed for apparel manufacturing industrial operations. We also integrated some aspects of AI to provide better usability and insight. We focused on industrial engineers and how they could do their job better using Industry 4.0 technologies. We help them with digital collaboration platform and help them to automate their manual tasks. This solution harmonizes data by bringing it together in a single real-time platform accessible from anywhere. It enables IE teams to collaborate seamlessly and make faster data-driven decisions, eliminating delays and silos caused by relying on spreadsheets. This digital harmony allows teams to respond to changes quickly, meeting the demands of modern manufacturing with more integrated and responsive approach. In essence, we help you to develop your own IE digital orchestra to make beautiful garments. From receiving production requests from customer, to planning the production layout of your lines, to training and upskilling your staff, to finding replacement for your absent employees, we are there to help you with what you do to do it better. Now let's look at some of the features of our system. First, we are going to show you, demonstrate you how our system can help IE engineers to plan their production layout, how to allocate employees for production operations based on their skills, making sure space and layout is visually designed on the go. In the process, we will show you how you can easily identify matching requirements for each line that you are designing. Then we will showcase our digital time study recording mobile application. Instead of using stopwatch and manual recording, data can be directly captured and stored in the cloud on the go. We will also show you how employee skill data is used by the system to suggest an ideal candidate for an absent operator. Finally, we plan to show you how our skill matrix looks like and how we use our dashboard effectively to visualize the IE activities. Now I invite Sandaru to show the system to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandana. In our line balancing system, we cover a range of functionalities. Today, I'll demonstrate some of key features. Before starting the process, we can add master data to our system either manually or through a bulk import. So, I'll share my screen. I already added master data to our system. and I'm going to add a operation breakdown. Once a factory start a new OB, new style, they are creating a OB. So using our operation breakdown file format, we can add data to that format, that Excel format, and we can easily import it to line balancing system. After that, I have to click on Save button. Successfully imported. In the operation breakdown, we can view the list of uploaded OBs like this. These OBs can reviewed and arranged as needed to proceed with the balancing process. This is the one I imported earlier. So select that layout, that OB. Here you can see the skill is empty in here. After importing the operation breakdown to our system, we have to match the skill with the operations. So to do that, we have something called skill adjustments. In here, we have three options. One is adjustments, one is fully matched, and one is new. The system compares keywords, machine type, and SMB for each operation, then offers skill suggestions based on these criteria. Once we have suggested matches, we can assign the appropriate skill to each operation. In here, you can see we have same operations. So we can click that operation, then we can match the skills. And here we have set of fully matched operations and skills. And we have some new skills. For those new skills, new operations, system creating new skills. You only have to click on Assign Skill button. Then here you can see the operations with matches skills. And if we have some component, we also can add those component in here. And the header part, we can see the layout, style type, balancing capacity at 100% efficiency, total SMB, standard SMB, and skill are updated. Here we did that. So these details also we can see and target giving as 106. Once the operation breakdown is finalized, we can proceed to visual production layout planning. To start, we need to go to the capacity balancing and complete the header part. I have to click on plus new button. Here, layout, I have to select the style which I uploaded earlier and make a copy. The purpose of getting a copy is that allow us to add or remove operation without affecting the original OB. Next, select line and save the header details. I'm going to select L001A line and I'm going to save the header part. To create the layout planning, I have to click on layout preparation button and then layout preparation screen display like this. To add workstation, simply click the plus workstation button. After that, you can add operations, assign operators, include machine image, and set the target. I'm going to click on workstation button, then workstation coming like this. So I can add the operation sequence number, then the operation display like this, and individual target of that operation in this workstation display like 387 pieces, but our line target is 106, so I can add another operation for this workstation. Again, it's more than the target, so I can also add the third operation here. So we can adjust the quantity, combine target quantity, then we can match our target. So here I'm going to add 80 pieces, or 85 is enough, I think. Then you can see here displaying spare minutes, it's getting 0. And also I can add an employee for this workstation. And now I have two operations with the line target, but in this operation, we have to add another number of pieces. So create another workstation here, add same operation, and I can change the quantity. Then I can add another operation because we have more spare minutes. And again, another operation. Likewise, we can adjust the quantity according to the line target. I'm going to add another employee for this workstation. Here, think skill inventory have some skills. For that operator, having some skills related regarding this operation, it display like this. System giving some weightage, and it's display like this. A officer can easily assign those employee to that specific workstation. And we can save this process. We can add more workstations, and we can add a machine with the employees here. Here we have two machines, so I'm going to add the employee with two machines. And I can like this. And also we can see the machine detail report under the workstation. Here this workstation having two same machines. So if we need to add another machine for this workstation, that means if we need to add another machine for this workstation, we can click on this checkbox and it display like machine requirement is 3. Additionally, we add another one machine for this workstation, and we can untick this. Here we can see image of chart. So this is the capacity chart. The capacity chart provides an overview of the target quantity and helping us understand the distribution of operators of each workstation and the operation assigned to each task, like this. We can also move our workstation here and there to do the arrangement, like this. I won't be preparing fully layout right now, but I'll show you a complete one. You can print this layout. This is the complete one. I'll show you the complete one. It's display like this. Machine requirement details display like this. So if you need to print it, you can print. Can the print preview? You can see the preview, and also you can see the details of operations we are having in that OB and the employees operators who are assigned for the workstation. And here also displaying some workstation details. And if you need, you can resize the workstations like this. Additionally, the capacity chart for the complete layout is displayed like this. Making it easy to identify both main and supporting operations with operators. Once the layout preparation process is complete, we can proceed to capacity study. So, I'll creating capacity study header. I'm selecting same style and the same line. Make another copy. But we need to set the status to active. This is same like the header part of the layout preparation. The only change in here is we have to set the status as active and save the header part. Once created, the operation details will display like this. They are highlighted in red because we haven't conducted the study yet. But some are in white color, that because we have history data in our skill metrics. So next, I'll switch to the study app to demonstrate how we handle the study process. Many factories in the garment industry currently use the stopwatch to record study data and perform calculation in Excel. However, our app provides a more efficient solution. The eye officer only need to record the study as the app performs all calculation automatically, making it easy to access this data in the web. So I'm stop sharing this screen. You can log into the app with same username and password. And the first step is run an update to ensure all the records are correct. So I'm going to update and update all. Go to the employee performance and select the line. This is the line. I'm going to do the study. When you select the line, the active allocation for that line loads automatically from the dropdown. Operators assigned for that line highlighted in blue, and while others display in white color. After choosing an operator, select the operation and start recording here. I'm going to do 2 sewings. And 1 D chain and 1 inspection. Now you can view the recorded data and scroll for more details like this. If you need, you can remove those details and you can do the study again. And also, if our machine maintenance having some allowance in our web app, it's automatically coming under allowance, or else you can add allowance manually if you need. And you can add the running date and rating. This rating will useful for the KPI later, and you can accept this study. The app also support multi-operation study. If an operator is handling multi-operations, you can record each one sequentially. The IE officer can prioritize those things. So I'll show you that one too. Selecting Lisa Black and one operation. Here, I'm doing one sewing cycle for this operation. And I'm going to select another operation here and do the study. IE officer can prioritize those data, those studies if needed, and click on accept all button. Save all recorded data. Additionally, there is another option, show you that too. Once starting the studying, here you can see button, toggle button, telling that update skill. That means you can update the skill matrix with this toggle button. If you don't need to update the skill matrix with this data, you can switch off this button and you can accept the details. That means those data is getting for the balancing process, but not updating the skill matrix. And also we can view the study summary by selecting the line and the allocations. Clicking on one operator shows the study data like this. If needed, you can deactivate those data. And also you can view the deactivate one. You can activate those data again. I won't be conducting a study for every operation right now, so I'll switch back to the web app now. Now I'm refreshing. So now you can see that red color is gone. So I didn't study for all the operation, but I'll show you one completed. In here, you can see all the operations are completed and it is balanced to 105 pieces. The data you can see rebalance status updated as balanced and hourly target updated also, and you can see the current efficiency. Those details you can see. You can also view the chart generated from the data reports and available for those reports available for downloads. Here we have capacity chart with the employees, and also we have operator versus study time chart. You can see the operator and the operations belong to that operator. And also you have capacity chart. And also we have download option for those charts. And we have capacity balancing report with both Excel and PDF format. Show PDF format of this report. PDF report of capacity balancing, line details, hourly target, current efficiency, hourly target and 100% efficiency, and the operators with their operations. And also you can get an idea about spare minutes here. The next important step is absentee balancing, where the system manage absenteeism. Absentee records are generated from each shift. So I'm going to the absentee balancing screen. Then you can see here every active capacity balancing records can be generated into absentee balancing record. So we can make a necessary adjustment for the absent employees in using this screen. You can import the attendance details through the Excel file or through your HR system. Once absentee records, attendance records imported to the system, we can get those details to absentee balance. So I'm click on this record, then these employees sign in the company today. These represents employees, but in here, this Nancy Dale, she's displaying in red color background and she's absent today. So using our system, we can give a suggestions for this absent employee. To do that, we have to click on suggest employee button. Then system considering their performance related to the operation which our absentee employees doing and give suggestions. For this employee suggestion, system giving same line suggestions, and also if it is not satisfied or we are not going to use that suggested employee for the balancing process, then we can select employee from another line. Line L002A. This one is L00A1, 1A line. Another thing, some of lots of garment factories, they are maintaining the jumper pool. That means the either training employees or the employees who are having more efficiency. That employee list, some of companies recording that, keeping that employee list in jumper pool. So we can get some employees from jumper pool. Here in this system, I add employees for jumper pool. This is a training pool. That's why it performance display like 50%. So I can select one of employee from here. So I'm going to get the suggested employee, system suggested employee within a same line and assign that employee to our record. Then here, you can see that employee in highlighted. What I want to do is I can rebalance the current shift again. Once I rebalance the current shift, balancing capacity with absentee coming like this. Same as the other process, capacity balancing, I can download the absentee balancing report here. Now I'll show a bunch of reports which we have in our system. We have something called initial balancing. Here the place we can identify the most efficiency line for the style. Once we got a style, once we got a new style, we can create an initial balancing record. That means we are find out which line is the best for that style. Every lines in the system display like this. We can select those lines and we can click on that balance button. Once we click on that balance button, it will display same style with two different lines, two different efficiency, hourly target. Using this hourly target, we can select the most efficiency line for that style. So we can download these report in our system. Using our system, we can download these reports. I'm going to share my entire screen. Then you can see every reports which we have in our line balancing system right now. Here we can download initial balancing report. Then we can open the report. In initial balancing report, you can see the style, layout, our match percentage, reported date, and the employees and operations related to that employee. You can see like this. Likewise, using the line balancing system, we can download the capacity balancing reports. We have 3 charts. I'll show you that. Okay, I'll show you reports in our system. So here we have initial balancing reports. In initial balancing report, we can go to the initial balancing record and we can download that report using download report button. Once report is downloaded, we can see that report in this format. We have style, hourly target, default skill rate, match percentage, and line 100. Hourly target at 100% efficiency. We can see those details in initial balancing reports, and we can see the employees, operations belong to that employees. And we have same kind of report in layout balancing. That is layout balancing report. Capacity balancing, you can see that report. In here, we can see all the details, all the balance detail like this, spare minutes, number of pieces, those kind of things we can see in here. And also, we can download it in Excel format too. We have another report called spare minute report. Using that report, we can get an idea about the spare minutes in the system. Like this. Operator name, operations, descriptions, help informations, if there are any helping operations, helping operators, that details, machine code, SMV, balancing, spare minutes in the layout preparation, and also the spare minute in actual balancing, capacity balancing. Those details we can see in spare minute report. Have the report called bottleneck report. Using that bottleneck report, we can get an idea about the bottlenecks in that capacity balancing record. with this color differentiation, you can easily get an idea what is the critical operation here and what are the less critical. I mean, if we have some pyramids, it's showing in orange color, and here red color, it's showing the critical operation, most critical one. According to that, we can do the study again and do the rebalancing. So, and also we can get an idea about the 100% capacity, lost capacity, total capacity, and the line details, style details, SMV details, those data too. We have absentee balancing report, I show you earlier, and also a bunch of report in here, operators with single operation. We can download this report. We can filter this report as we need it in here, L003. Then only L003 data is coming here. And we have operations with single operator report. Using those details, a officer can get an idea about the bottleneck operations and assign the employees. And we have machine utilization report. You can download this report and you can get an idea about the machine, total machine in the system. These are the reports what we have right now. And using our dashboard, our officer can get an idea about allocated line, unallocated line, and total lines, absentee balancing, and capacity balancing details, performance studies detail, factory minutes, and also the employee details in line wise. And also can get an idea about the free minutes of a line like this. So I'm cover everything in line balancing system now. That's the end of the demonstration. Thank you all for the participation.
We have now reached the end of our session for today. Thank you to all our participants for being here despite your busy schedules. Last but not least, thank you very much, Shanaka, for taking the time for the webinar, and Chandan and Sandaru for taking time off to be with us today and for sharing your insights with us. Until next time, goodbye and stay safe, everyone.